And here we go, we've got our first crew of the day coming in on approach down at the dock. And definitely taking the slow roll approach, but you can tell the wind and current's kind of moving today as they're not really moving by motor power, it doesn't look like. It looks like they're just being pushed along ever so slightly. And there we go, he tosses it into gear there. And the stern's going to start to kick around, but welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we're down here at Point Marina. Uh-oh, so he's getting on the throttle a little bit. They've got a guy on the dock that looks like he's asking for the line. We go for the toss, miss on the first attempt, but we are vertical here, blocking both lanes at this point. So they get the line to their boy on the dock, and he's tying it around the pole, but that's not going to help much in the spot they're in. And our stern line is nowhere near ready. Up, we're going backwards now, look out! And our guy gets back there, and fortunately, he's able to stop it just short of going into the dock behind him. But now, I mean, we literally are completely sideways, blocking both lanes at this point. So now we got two people on the dock trying to assist, and we are trying to walk the line up from the stern, and nope, it's not long enough. We don't have enough line. That's why I always recommend getting longer lines than your boat is, just in case. And so they're going for the stretch. They got it this time to get both lines on the dock, and our guy's gonna start pulling it around. So we're gonna try and get it back up. Coming in a little hot on the pull. He pulled pretty solid. Now that boat is coming across good. Better look out. Gonna have to grab that pole to stop the smack. Yes, that is a Ford Ranger trying to pull this sailboat out. And it's gonna get it done. And our next crew's coming in on approach as Cap is trying to decide how he wants to line it up. So we're gonna go ahead and take our last dock down here today, which has actually been kind of avoided for the most part because of the way the wind and current's rolling. It's pushing left to right across the screen, which means it's wanting them to drift into the concrete wall where we see basically the gallery is hanging out today. So fender's out. We got somebody in the bow, it looks like, with a line on the ready. And let's see how this one goes. So reaches over the rail, gonna step over the rail. Struggles just a little bit right there, but goes for the leap and winds up landing it. Well, we got one line on the dock. Nobody's got the stern line. Come on, guys. So our guy went out, but now here we go. The wind and current's gonna try and grab this, so he's gonna grab the rail. He almost went in. So he's trying to hold on to it, but the stern's kicking out, heading back toward the concrete on him. This guy's moving up. Did he grab a line? I don't think he did again. So again, we didn't even grab the stern line. Now he's just gonna go ahead and go for the hand grab to try and get it pulled back over. But here you can tell how tough this one is it doesn't want to come. And finally, slowly she starts to roll back toward the dock. And there we go, they'll get her put up, and hopefully somebody will come over here and get the stern line ready to roll. It's always amazing to me, I see so many people here jump off with one line and without even worrying about the other. So our next crew coming in on approach. So once again, heavy wind today, so they're taking the right angle because they want to come in kind of sharp on the dock. And I think he turned too early. And he did. The bow's going to kick off. They're going to miss at the stern. Have to come back around and try this one more time. He had the right angle up front. He just needed to keep coming in with that sharp bow toward the dock and make the turn last second. So here we go, attempt number dos. And again, the wind is grabbing them, pushing them left to right across the screen. And they're gonna miss one more time, I think. So here we go, he goes back into reverse. If somebody's ready on the stern, they could get a stern line off and then try and get the bow straightened out. So they're reversing back out on it. And our kid at the mid-cleat's not going to roll either. He's just going to let him slide off. So Cap turns it back, going to make an approach back toward the dock. And again, being pushed off by the wind and current. Our guy on the gunnel's walking forward. There we go. Goes for the leap last second. And now he's just got to start pulling him back. The stern line's on the ready. Might as well go ahead and give that the toss. And there we go. So our crew's trying to set it up. We got lines on the ready, crew on the ready to try and get this one in. So Cap goes ahead and turns toward the dock. And he's going to start trying to slide it up. And he looks okay right here. The bow's going to come in contact with the dock, it looks like. Our guy's going to grab the pole right there. And our young lady on the mid is trying to toss a line around the pole. And she doesn't quite get it. And our guy, he's off on the bow again. Is Cap backing out on this? I mean, if he just lets it sit, it might go ahead and roll into the dock. Nope, he's going to back out for some reason. So Cap's going to back up and have to try this one again. That one was a strange one to back out on, as it appeared they had it on the dock. Our girl was going ahead trying to get on the pole. The guy on the bow had a hand on the dock and probably easily could have got off. But instead, Cap's opting to go ahead and try and line this one back up one more time. So our crew with the lines will hang tight on the gunnel, ready to roll. And Cap's going to go back in at it one more time. Tough part of this one I don't understand is I still think if he'd have just let it sit there, the wind and current eventually would have pushed this in. Because here you can see just a little bump forward in the throttle, and he's coming in a little hot on the dock now. So our crew, here we go. 2 hands on the dock again. And there we go. Somebody's going to step off on the stern. And finally, our crew will get off on the bow, and they should be good to roll. And speaking of good to roll, we're going to roll out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats versus Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.